The government of Armenia, with the support of the World Bank and other donors, developed and adopted in 2002 the urban heating strategy. The World Bank extended a $15 million credit in 2005. The project was implemented by the Renewable Resources and Energy Efficiency Fund, which was tasked to introduce safe, possibly affordable, and environmentally clean heating systems. The project included the urban schools and multi-apartment buildings. The main beneficiaries were the vulnerable groups and the middle class.
We used to have a furnace which was placed right here. It's a 3-room apartment. The gas stuff would heat the kitchen, but what about the living room? We could not afford a furnace here and an electric radiator there, and the children wouldn't get warm anyway.
Lena Navasardian's house is being renovated. In a modern Armenian household, one of the mandatory parts of home renovation is the installation of a local heating system. Lena is an accountant. She doesn't earn enough to be able to make an upfront payment for the installation of the heating system. She has taken a loan from the bank. Akba Credit Agricole Bank is a participant of the World Bank Urban Heating Project. In the course of 4 years, loans have been provided to more than 6,000 borrowers.
By the way, they are very responsible borrowers. This suggests that our debtors truly understand the importance of these loans, that they solve a real social issue. In many cases, people take into account their ability to pay when considering what type of heating system and boiler to install.
The heating loans are in great demand. Middle-income citizens often prefer this mechanism of financing for heating and hot water supply. And this is a new tool for the banking system to attract customers.
We directed the $4.2 million earmarked under the project through private banks, giving them maximum freedom to make decisions. We only had a few requirements: to use environmentally clean and safe, as well as energy-efficient equipment.
The money received as loan repayments is re-lent to other families as heating loans. This creates a multiplier effect. The project helps set safe and secure heating standards in Armenia. This mechanism will ensure the project's sustainability in the future, even without external funding.
The project is not over yet. We still have work to do. We need to make sure that each resident in Armenia can decide what kind of heating they need, central or local, what kind of energy source they should use, with what kind of results, and how they will pay for it.
Shops selling local heating systems and offering installation services emerged quickly. Demand created supply. In 2004, only 13% of households used gas for heating. Now this percentage is about 6 times higher. This growth would have been impossible without the rapid pace of gasification. As of January 1, 2002, Armenia had 102,000 gas consumers. In 2010, the number of consumers has been more than 600,000. 94% of Armenia's territory is gasified.
We are convinced that, without any additional income, the financial situation of each household improves when it gets access to gas supply, because gas is the cheapest of all other options for household heating.
When heating systems are installed, special attention is paid to the safety issue. The number of explosions and fires due to the use of handmade or bad quality heaters has decreased over the years. In 2005, there were 37 such incidents per 10,000 gas connections, while in 2010, that number decreased to 10. Gas consumption safety norms and regulations were developed and are already in use in multi-apartment buildings. Although gas heating is the cheapest and safest option, many households in Armenia cannot afford gas connection or installation of safe heaters. About 34% of Armenians' population is poor. The Urban Heating Project, or the World Bank, and the Global Partnership on Output-Based Aid provide grants to vulnerable households living in multi-apartment buildings to have gas connections and install heaters.
We've come to install a heater. We will install it here.
The Vardanyan family of 6 lives on the first floor. It is humid here and cold in winter.
The winter was long and cold. The children were small, 3 years old and 5 years old and a newborn. It was tough. We barely managed using electricity for heating.
The Vardanyans, who live in Sevan, one of the coldest cities of Armenia, have installed a gas heater only this year. They received support from the Urban Heating Project, which is being implemented in 32 cities in Armenia. Households enrolled in the part2 Family Benefit Program receive safe gas heaters of European production, and their apartments are connected to the gas system through funding from the project and the Global Partnership on Output-Based Aid. The mechanism of output-based aid was innovative in Armenia. Contractors were paid only after the output was produced. That is, after verification that the poor households actually had gas supply in their apartments. In the course of the project, heaters were installed in more than 8,000 apartments, and these were connected to the gas system.
I think the World Bank has chosen the right niche, the socially vulnerable, people who don't have the startup capital to become gas consumers. By providing heaters and paying for gas connections, the World Bank has made a serious investment in gasification in the country. This may not make a big difference in the number of consumers and in the market, but it is a very good qualitative indicator.
79-year-old Gohar Harutyunyan is very happy to have gotten rid of her old furnace. The new heater is much cleaner and more efficient.
I've used it and I'm happy with it. The heater has 5 heating levels. If I put it on maximum, it will get too hot. I've kept it on level 4 the whole winter, and it's been warm throughout.
When starting the Urban Heating Project, the fund conducted a survey in the urban communities of Armenia. The 2006 survey results showed that 42.5% of the population heated their homes by burning wood. In 2010, that number has dropped to just 2%. The collapse of the district heating system had an immediate impact on the schools of Armenia. Schools would close for about 2 months in winter. Even after they reopened, either the number of classes would be reduced or the class hours would be cut to 20 minutes, because in the cold season it was impossible to provide adequate temperature or quality education in the classroom.